You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Trump throws new tantrum over bill name. It's not the SAFE Act, by Alexander Willis. For the second time, President Donald Trump took to social media Sunday to air his grievances with lawmakers for apparently not using his preferred name for a major voter requirements bill. That bill is the SAFE Act, an abbreviation for the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act, which would require voters to produce proof of citizenship to register to vote. The bill is a major priority of Trump's, who earlier on Sunday vowed to not sign any new bills into law until the SAVE Act reaches his desk. It's not the SAVE Act, it's the Save America Act, Trump wrote on his social media platform Truth Social. A much better, and more important, name. President DJT. The bill's official name is not the Save America Act, though it's been referenced as such casually by some, according to text of the bill on Congress website. Trump had a similar outburst last month when he demanded that Republicans must start using the term, calling his preferred name for the bill much more potent and descriptive. Citizenship is already required for Americans to vote in the United States, with critics pointing to the challenges the bill could pose to the 52% of registered voters who don't possess an unexpired passport, or the 11% who don't have access to their birth certificate.
Our analysis. Trump's quixotic quest for the Save America Act. In a display that can only be described as President Donald Trump wanted to the civilian platform, Truth Social, to the over the need to the Safeguard America for Eligibility Act. Trump's insistence on calling it the Save America Act underlines a deeper, more troubling agenda cloaked in the guise of patriotism and voter integrity. It's not just about a name. At first glance, Trump's tantrum over the bill's name might seem like just another one of his eccentricities. However, a closer look reveals a strategic manipulation of language to further his political objectives. By demanding the bill be called the Save America Act, Trump is not just seeking a catchier name. He's attempting to frame this legislation as a heroic, almost messianic effort to save America, rather than what it actually is, a potentially restrictive voting measure. The misleading mantra of voter fraud. Trump's fixation on this legislation is rooted in his long-standing, yet largely debunked, claims of widespread voter fraud, a mantra he has been chanting since losing the 2020 election. The SAVE Act, requiring voters to produce proof of citizenship to register, appears to be his latest attempt to institutionalize these claims under the guise of protecting voter integrity. However, critics rightly point out the inherent challenges this bill could pose to a significant portion of the electorate. Disenfranchisement by design? Let's dissect the numbers. Critics of the SAVE Act highlight a crucial concern. 52% of registered voters do not possess an unexpired passport, and 11% lack access to their birth certificate. These statistics are not just numbers. They represent millions of American citizens who could potentially be disenfranchised by this legislation. It's essential to question the motive behind a bill that could systematically exclude a substantial chunk of the electorate. Is the goal to safeguard voter eligibility, or to suppress voter turnout among demographics perceived to be unfavorable to Trump and his allies? A call to action. Trump's social media outbursts might provide momentary entertainment or frustration, depending on one's political leanings, but the implications of the legislation he champions are far from trivial. The SAVE Act, or the Save America Act as Trump prefers, is a clear indication of his ongoing efforts to reshape the American electoral landscape to his advantage. As engaged citizens, it is crucial to see beyond the semantics and understand the potential impact of such legislation. The right to vote is the cornerstone of democracy, and any attempts to undermine it under the guise of protecting it should be met with informed resistance and critical scrutiny. The battle for the soul of America's democracy is not just about a name. It's about ensuring every eligible citizen maintains their right to vote without undue barriers. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Raw Story for today's article, with the automated voices of Amy and Ryan. Thanks for listening.